I've tested hundreds of supplements over the last 20 years. Pre-workouts, proteins, fat burners, exotic formulas. Most got banned, faded out, or turned into hype tubs collecting dust. But one supplement never left my stack. Can you guess what that is? You're looking at it. Creatine monohydrate. Now, I know, creatine monohydrate. Sounds boring, but 5 grams of white powder in a shaker isn't flashy. Here's the secret. Boring wins. Creatine is the only thing that survived decades of training. And here's why. First, the results compound. This isn't fireworks, this isn't anything flashy, it's steady progress. And the difference shows up in set 3 or set 4 when you're not gassed out. Last reps stay clean. Volume keeps building. Over months and years adds up into growth, and you can see the numbers and you can track it. Second, the proof is overwhelming. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in the world. Thousands of studies, decades of research on beginners, pros, older adults. The verdict never changes. It works. A quick story, in the 90s, Olympic sprinters and bodybuilders started using creatine, and people thought it was cheating. Fast forward, now it's a standard for athletes, lifters, and even doctors studying brain health. The hype tubs disappeared, but creatine stayed. Let's crush the myths. First thing, does it bloat you? No. The water goes inside the muscle cells, not your face, and not outside your muscles. Does it wreck your kidneys? Not unless you have kidney disease or some kind of family history of issues. And is it a steroid? Absolutely not. And if creatine caused baldness, I'd be bald twice. I've been balding since I was 20. And no, it's not from creatine. Forms, you'll see a lot of forms. Creatine, HCl, alkaline, buffered, even liquid versions. The truth is they're all marketing. Plain monohydrate is cheaper, more proven, and just as effective. I got here some random brand, but I know it's good because I've heard of Ostrovit and I'm close to Europe, so I bought it from there. I bought it from Vietnam. It's what they have available here, and they have a good reputation. It works. Save your money though for more food, not flashy branding, but for training. And quick money tip while we're here. If you're buying creatine, don't pay full price. Use code FitFrek, links in the description. It saves you cash, and of course it keeps me testing supplements so you don't waste your money on hype tubs or the hype. But timing, studies show post-workout with carbs might give a small edge, but the truth is consistency beats timing. It doesn't matter when you take it. 5 grams every day matters more than whether it's morning or night. And if you miss a day, no problem. It stays in your system for a while. At least a week if you've been taking it for a while, but don't panic, just take your dose the next day or whatever and move on. It doesn't matter. And what if creatine feels heavy on your stomach? Well, you can split the dose. 2 doses, 2 to 3 grams, and you're good to go. Dissolve it in water before mixing, problem solved. And so here's the cool part. Creatine isn't just for lifters. It helps sprinters, fighters, soccer players, any sports with repeated bursts. And research shows it may even help with memory, fatigue, brain health, under stress. Boring white powder, yes, but it's smarter than most brain supplements out there, and it has a ton of benefits physically and mentally. So who benefits the most? Beginners, because it raises your baseline right away. Intermediates, because it helps break plateaus by extending volume. Advanced lifters, because small edges matters the most when progress slows. And vegetarians, where they often see bigger jumps because their creatine stores are naturally low. Because yes, it is found in diet. But you know what else repeats like creatine? That stat that shows 88% of you watching are not subscribed. If this has helped you already, hit subscribe. It's free and it helps the channel grow, and it keeps my mom from thinking all I do is review protein bars and creatine in this case. Let me give you one from my own logbook. Early in my training, I stalled on bench for months. I added creatine and suddenly my later sets held strong. My volume went up, recovery went up, and the plateau broke. And then also I was doing barbell curls for my biceps, and I was able to increase the weight, do fewer reps, but increase the weight. And my biceps were growing so fast that I actually got stretch marks. That's not hype, that's carryover. So how I use it? I always use it the same way for the past 20 years. 5 grams daily, every day, with food, water, shake, it doesn't matter. No cycling, no loading, just consistency. And maybe I'll take a week off or even a month off every once in a while if I'm traveling or I just don't feel like taking any supplements. And if I'm traveling, I keep small bags. I just carry around bags of white powder with the label creatine. No problem with security. I even carry bags. I don't have any problem with airport security. I do this with all my supplements, pills, powders. I put them all in Ziploc bags and no questions asked. I'm the usual suspect as well at the airport. But on pump days, if I wanted to get more pumps, creatine and glycerol plus carbs, electrolytes, wow, you got yourself a mega pump day. Say you're going to the beach, you use citrulline, agmatine, creatine, glycerol. You get like all these angles of pump and you get that water inside your muscles and outside. Wow, you get massive pumps and everyone's like, you're gonna find yourself asking which way is the beach while you're flexing your arms. And creatine isn't just for pumps, it's also for strength. It has massive benefits. But what I don't do is I don't pay for blends that hide creatine inside overpriced formulas. After 20 years, here's my verdict. If I could keep one supplement for the rest of my life, it's definitely creatine monohydrate. Because when the hype dies, the boring wins. And creatine is the most reliable thing. Most reliable supplement I've ever used. If you're picking some up, use code FitFrek, links in the description. Just buy any regular creatine from any brand. Train harder, and if you really want the best purity and quality, go for the German patent form CrePure, which is known to have the highest standard and quality of creatine. If you're really scared about metals and any extras that could be found in supplements. But for myself, I always use plain old cheap creatine monohydrate. But yeah, save your money, train harder, and I'll keep testing the tubs that probably won't last another decade. Drop your creatine questions in the comments, timing, brands, hairline, fears, whatever you're stuck on. Share your best creatine story below. Did it fuel your first PR? Did it blow you up? And yeah, hopefully this helps you. See you in the next one.